Konnichiwa, Genki desu ka everyone, it's JJ here, and today I want to do a little bit of a reaction video. This is actually something that I want to do way more on the channel, just react to more anime that I've been watching so far, and there's also going to be a lot more anime coming up, you know, in the spring that I really do want to like react with you guys on, and I kind of want to just like really like get the ball rolling with like, you know, at least one of the shows that I have been watching lately, which is My Hero. I actually did record my reaction to watching the first My Hero, but you know, some technical difficulties came up and I unfortunately couldn't use the footage, so that kind of hurt me there. I also even recorded a reaction to Quintuplets, which is actually my favorite romance anime out right now. Hashtag I love Miku. But anyway, I wanted to react to this second My Hero episode because bruh, the ending to that the ending to the last episode, I was like, wow, like that had me like kind of losing my mind. I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of just want to react to My Hero and just kind of see what happens afterwards, and I kind of want this whole like, you know, like this reaction to help me get the ball rolling on reacting to more anime. Like I also want to react to Black Clover because I'm actually on episode 43. They just got to the underwater temple. They're about to do the battle royale, so I'm actually excited to see where that goes. And according to my friends who've already watched and even read Black Clover, they say that it gets even better from there. So you know, I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully I can react to it with you guys if technology will be on my side when I decide to do that. But anyway, we're just gonna get right into this reaction. When they revealed that like he met him after that big fight, I was like, oh no, like bro, that is totally not fair. He literally just got done with that whole fight. So wait, he just came there to retrieve the Nomu? Ah, it's Miriko! Hey, Miriko! Dang bro, he's gonna leave like that? Goddamn. Hey bro, look at Miriko. I actually did hear that that's like the only screen time that she's gotten so far, but it's okay. It was at least nice to see her. Okay, I was about to say, this has to be some undercover type shit because I couldn't believe in my heart of hearts that Hawk was literally like really on their other side. Okay, so Hawk is basically there just to get as much information on the Villain League as much as he can. Okay, that makes sense. Jesus, that's one heck of a scar on his face. Hey, at least it'll help build his character with how shitty of a person he is. Also, now it's like we're getting a little bit of a backstory on Hawks. Oh yeah, I forgot he really did like Endeavor as a kid. And look at that, Dad is back home. I mean, he's still a terrible person. I mean, I still don't like him. That is true, because ever since he was a child, like he did force like Todoroki to just stay away from his the rest of his family. I kind of feel for her though, because she seems like she's trying to be the glue to trying to keep her family together. At least that's my first impression of her. Wait. Why does that kid have merch? Bro, what the hell? Why does he have merch? Why does he have merch? I'm actually the same. I actually do want to see where things go from here with their entire family, because I remember I said this before when he was fighting, like that episode when he had to fight that Nomu, and it was like that one scene where he actually visited the hospital, like, and saw their mom, and the mom, you know, said that like, oh, your father's been writing me letters, you know, sending me flowers and stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, that's when I knew at that point they were gonna try to push him and like in this way, like, you know, when they show like the fatherly side of him, is that he has a lot to atone for, because he messed up their entire family. He literally got their mom pregnant just to birth the perfect child to mix his and her powers together. And then they got Todoroki, and then he tried to form Todoroki into just like, you know, like his ideal, like what's the word I'm looking for? Ideal like heir, I guess. Like, so like I mean bro, listen, that scar on his face is because of him. He hated his father with a passion from the beginning in this show, but now it seems like he's calmed down a bit and actually starting to see like from his dad's perspective, and like, and honestly probably from like the rest of the family's perspective, you know, because like he said, the hero Endeavor, like, you know, he's the number 2 hero before, you know, well he was the number 2 hero at a point for a reason, and now he's number 1, and there's a reason for that. He's a good hero, but as a person, he's trash, and as a father, he's a monster. So he has a lot to atone for before anybody else in his family is willing to like accept him with open arms. And like, and I'm actually surprised that Fuyumi like is like really just like this passionate about getting, you know, the whole family back together. But I do feel for it, because nobody is trying to hear that mess from him talking about, I want to atone for my sins, I want all of us to, you know, be happy together, this, that, and the third, because I still don't see it. But, you know, hopefully it can get better. And it seems like Todoroki is the most sane out of all of them. It's like, it's almost like Todoroki is like the perfect half in this family when it comes to like, you know, like what makes sense, like, oh, well, what everything happened, because Natsu is like more so like hot-headed, and it's like, and it's like, I'll never forgive you, this, that, and the third. And Fuyumi is like, let's all come together and be a family. And Todoroki is just like a mixture of literally both of those. And it's like, listen, the hero endeavor is great, but the father is like, nah, bruh, yeah, you got a lot of work to do. So it's very interesting. I'm actually kind of interested to see how their whole family dynamic like evolves throughout the show. I actually wonder though, hold on, why was it that like those two right there you couldn't really see that clear? Cause it's like this was All Might's master. I forget her name. Then that must have been hers. His must have been his. But it's like once you get here, it's just like what is this? This really just looks like a spirit. Like this looks like a spirit, and then before it's like it just becomes unclear. So I don't know, maybe it's like something where it's like they mention like them before, or it's like people have knowledge of like the masters before All Might's master, but then it's like, you know, once you go down a certain line, then it's just like it kind of becomes unclear. I don't know. Oh, is he transferring them power? Yeah, he is. Oh wait, no, or did he take their quirks? Wait, no, he took the one guy's quirk and then gave the other guy a quirk. I think that's what happened. Now, when he says meta powers, does that mean like quirk? Also, I don't know why I kind of caught that so late. So like, is All For One's brother that one dude who has like the decaying powers? It may have just been something that I just forgot. Thankfully, even the people he tried to get on his side just rebelled against him. You're trying to tell me that he came up with all this shit just from like reading a comic that he didn't read all the way through? Okay, what is he doing now? Oh, okay, he's probably actually giving him power. Yamada! This must have been when he actually gave him that decaying twerk. Yamada! You're the 9th one. Wow, that was kind of a lot of information. That was kind of a lot of information to absorb. I actually also like this ending too, I will say. Okay, so this is a pretty cool episode. This is like more like an informative episode, because I will say the highlight of this episode for me was seeing Miriko. Like seeing Miriko, like that was enough for me. That was enough for me. Like, this episode was a W for me because I saw Miriko. For as little as I saw Miriko in the beginning of this episode, that's enough for me. Like bro, look at her. She's so cool. She's so cool. But I'm glad that I learned that Hawk was actually just on an undercover mission and not actually part of like the villain league, because that would have hurt my heart. I'm not gonna lie. That would have hurt my heart if that were the case. But yeah, so Hawk is like undercover with the villain league to try to get as much information out of them as possible. And we did get to see a little bit into Hawk's backstory, but just like the tiniest bit, so that was kind of cool. And I think a big thing to take out of this episode was like seeing Endeavor interact with his family again, because I remember, like I said before, I saw it back during last season when he fought the Nomu and they visited their I think it was like Todoroki visited his mom in the hospital and saw his Natsu and Fuyumi, and their mother was talking about how Endeavor was like sending her flowers, sending her letters and stuff like that. So it's like their mother was trying to convince him, like he does care about us, this, that, and the third. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm not buying it. Because of all the trauma that he put everybody in his family in, it's just like they can't forgive him that easily, because he ruined their lives, because they were only born for his like selfish reason, because he wanted to find like a proper heir to like, to kind of like, for him to just like, basically control like Todoroki. Like when Todoroki was born and he found out that he was like the perfect mix of his mom and his dad's powers, he was like, oh, I can just basically do whatever the heck I want to this kid. Like he literally put that scar on his face, like sent their mom into the hospital. He separated him from his other siblings. Like he did a lot of just foul shit, like when he was raising them. So, and he knows that too. He even mentioned it, that he can't ask for forgiveness. He understands that they're not going to forgive him that easily. And it's so crazy how they're on just like different sides of all this. Like Fuyumi right here is really just trying to like keep everything together. Like she's really pushing towards this agenda of having the whole family be together. And then I agree with Natsu heavy though, because it's like Natsu was just so passionate about hating him that, listen, you did all of that foul shit to us, and you waltz up in here thinking that we can be a family again. It's just like, nah, fuck that. I mess with that heavy. And then there's Todoroki, where it's like he's literally like, you know, he's literally like half and half. I think that whole like interaction where he was like, listen, the hero part of you is dope, but the father part of you needs a lot of work. Like that's literally cool, because it's like he agrees with Fuyumi in the sense that he sees hope for their family actually, like, you know, being like, you know, kind of stable, but he also agrees that he has a lot of work to do, and that he actually agrees with Natsu for what he was saying, that yeah, you have a long road ahead of atonement before you know, get to that point to where you can call yourself at least a like a decent father. So yeah, that's actually kind of cool, like how they kind of did that. And you know, Endeavor's just kind of on this whole journey of like just trying to be the hero that he wants to be and the father that he wants to be. So even though I don't like Endeavor, it's just like, you know, he's starting to become like, you know, I don't want to say more okay in my eyes, but I'm starting to see the depth of this character. So I'm interested to see how this goes on from here. And then of course we have Deku going into the Avatar state in his dream, and you know, kind of looking more in towards like the past and like what happened with One for All, and you know, that whole thing. So it was very, very interesting. This whole episode was just very informative. This is more like an informative episode. I think that's pretty cool. I remember my friend said that he wasn't gonna like watch My Hero, at least like not right now, because he doesn't like this arc, because he already read My Hero, and he says he doesn't like this whole like he doesn't like the pattern where it's like, okay, they do this whole training arc thing and they're going to school, and then just like something crazy happens, and then it just, you know, and it kind of goes into like the fire shit, and he like you know, and they all just kind of tussle with villains. And he says that this is the last time that they do something like this, where like they start off an arc with them, like, you know, with them just going to school and training, and then they fight the villains. So I don't know, he may watch it when it comes to that, just to see how like they like adapt it. But other than that, I mean, I don't know, I don't really mind those like arcs in My Hero, just because like it's really like, in my mind, it's like, it's called My Hero Academia. They literally enrolled in a school to try to train to become heroes. So it's like, I don't mind those arcs where it's like they're literally just going to school and going up against their classmates to try to get better. But you know, I do like, you know, I do get where he, you know, he's coming from, where he, you know, kind of elaborated on that whole thing. But yeah, this was a pretty cool episode, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below what your thoughts on My Hero, if you're watching My Hero, or if you read it, you know, how do you like, you know, this arc and all, like, you know, and everything that's going on with My Hero right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see y'all for the next one. Peace.